just assumed I'd play the part of keeping you in the right direction. No matter how your confidence may fall, I'll be here as your foundation. And I say, hey, yo, just let it go. Your struggles won't remain. And I say, hey, yo, we're holding hope and wake up yesterday. So hold on to me. Hold on to me. Hold on to me.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Hyden. I'm just going to get started. Or I guess I'm not going to get started because it's going to take a while to open. Let's see how long it takes to open. 5, 6, 7, 8. Go on, Unity. Open slower than an Adobe program. Holy shit. There we go. 30 seconds later. Boom. Okay. So, I actually do need an iKillable interface because these are probably going to have different scripts. Or I could do it all in one script. I only have 9 days till my daughter's born. Nice. Have you thought of a name yet? It is good that these are here, because I'm remembering these. This is toggle, palanca, delay, rechazar. Okay, so... public bool is sticky equals true. Public float is not sticky. Public float... not sticky timer. Unstick time. Unstick timer equals 1F. And then we'll make a... So right now I'm determining... Imagine if you jump on a button and you walk off. Give it a timer, so after a certain amount of seconds it toggles back off. So public... Or this one's private now. Private float T unstick timer equals 1F. I should give these headers so I understand exactly what I'm doing. Toggleable, toggle delay. Alright, so header can be multiple, does it have multiple uses? I don't know, I'm capitalizing things. Oh, wait, whoops. It's like that. There we go. I have... Oh, that's what this is. I don't need this permanent. So we have toggleable and is not sticky. Does the toggle stick? You know what? Let's just call it is sticky. So I know. And it's going to be sticky by default. OpenWare is saying make the timer public so you can change it according to the puzzle. So I will be doing that, but essentially I've created a private version of it. This is just how I do my timers now. And I just do this equals the unstick timer. And then I subtract from this one, and once it ends, I just set it to be this one, right? So let's just quickly add this sticky thing to it. If Oh. If we are in the on state. So we want it to toggle from the on back to off. Or just want to toggle back and forth. Do I use clamps? By clamps, do you mean like max ranges for timers? Yes. I'll put them in as sliders in a bit. I'm not sure what else to mean by clamps though. Do I want this just to toggle? Yeah, we'll just toggle this way. So if is currently toggling. No, that's not what I wanted. It's if estado. So if we're in the on state, then we just want to check if, I'm doing this backwards, if is sticky, if we're not sticky, then we're going to subtract a timer. You know what I need? I need the initial state, because sometimes I might want to have things starting as on and you have to hit them off. So I need to know what the initial state was so that I know what state is the unsticky state for this individual instance, right? So let me create another one here. We'll call it private estado, starting estado. Some Spanish, some English. I'm too lazy to look some of these up right now, but okay. Starting estado is going to equal estado. There we go. So if it's not sticky, that means it'll go back over time. Then if estado does not equal our starting state, meaning we have changed it, we then want to subtract from our timer, and then if, oops, wrong T, this is less than 0, I remember this song, then we're going to set estado, oh, that's, how did I copy all that? That's impressive. Like so. So this just handles the sticky part. It'll go back to itself after a period of time. I'm thinking though in the toggle, for not currently toggling, we're just going to automatically reset the timer every time, like so. We don't need this. Okay. So we still can't interact with our button, mainly because, oh, I should probably look at these scripts on the side before I press play. There we go. Does it have multiple uses? Does the toggle stick? So I hit this one. Let's actually make it here for a second. Alright. So I hit it. Huh. Looks like it didn't unstick. Oh, whoops. It did. It just didn't change the animation. Because I'm supposed to call toggle me. And do this. What would happen then if we hit it? Well, it's my custom errors. Let's check. Okay, so make this not sticky. Hello, Philippe. Or Philip. There we go. So it automatically went back after 1 second. Then when I hit it again, I did it twice to... It's on the on state. And then it goes. Let me check out what's happening. So onto 1, back to 0. Huh. I think what's happening is this timer, the unstick timer, is too soon to the animation time. Maybe? Do I have to hit it twice, or am I just not being patient enough? What's caused me to have to hit this twice? So it had nothing to do with this timer length. Okay. If the state is not equal to the starting state, that's fine. I'm also going to do something here and just set like this. Shouldn't the lever move faster if it's getting hit by something? I'm not really sure. Why would that be a thing? Okay. Something's caused me to hit this thing twice. What is causing this problem? You know what? Let's also do this. Maybe. Or maybe I should set that to 0. Let's see. What in the hell? I also don't know why it's trying to bake. Weird. It stopped. Let's make all my variables public and see what's going on for a second. It's usually a good way to try to find an error. Okay, so my starting state is EN. This is one. Let's just press play. Okay. So I hit this. My T Palenka Retrasar subtracted again. Oh, I get what's happening. For some reason, we never, after this, this here, this actual timer, isn't supposed to be an else. It's supposed to be up here. So if we're not is currently toggling, or if we are currently toggling, jeez. Okay, I see what I did wrong. Alright, so this should be running an update, not when we hit it. Hello, Realat. How you doing today? See you again. So we hit it. It goes down. We hit it. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now let's finish this jumping on button thing. It's going to be very, very different than what we already have, but whatever. I'm going to move the sticky part to after the toggle part, though. Some of the variables are in Spanish. Some of them are not. Toggle logic, sticky logic. There we go. Let's make this a prefab for now. Prototyping, collectibles, enemies, interactables. Okay. So for the button, it's going to be slightly different. We can still spin and hit it, I suppose. If we went to this button, we could set it to interactable. And then we can give it a box collider. Whoops. We can give it a capsule collider. A sphere collider. Jeez, I can't speak. Like so. Hello, Abra. I've been making games for 2 years now. I never actually finished one. This is going to be the first one that we finish. For sure. Let's now add the interactable script. It is toggleable. Why is it by default off? And then that's weird. Why is it by default off? I want that to be default true. Anyways, so now if we were to hit this, it should... Oh, we didn't give it a controller yet, but it will go ape for us and do stuff as if we were jumping on top of it, I think. There you go. Interestingly, it goes down and then back up. I don't like that. That wasn't supposed to happen. Also, that collider is supposed to be a trigger. Is trigger. Let me check out my animations real quick. For the button. Button. Am I on it? Yeah, okay. Idle on. I know it's spelled wrong, that's fine. I meant turn on. Oh, now I'm really confused. Oh, wait. Idle on is the wrong one. Idle off is also the wrong one. Isn't that just great? Okay. No, idle on is down. Why is this one not? I feel like because it's only one frame, it just didn't work. Let's go in here real quick. Just make it a little bit longer. This was our whole animation. We could change that, I guess. Shift-D, pull this to the 5. Shift-D, pull this to 30. So from 5 to 24, it's going to go down. So from 5... Actually, wait, if I did 1, does that mean you jump on it and there's a slight... Yeah, that's fine. And this will go... shiz to 30? Okay. I think that's all I need to change. We can make this go to like 3, it doesn't really matter. Alright. Now, let me see this. Okay, so it is down now. So let's see what happens. Interestingly, I couldn't make it one frame. It also started down. There we go. I'm toggling the button by spinning at it. Do I want it to work like this for logic-wise? Probably not. I prefer that you have to jump on it. This is why we're going to need slightly different logic. Should I just give it a variable called must be jumped on? And then, yeah, let's do that. Alright. Or you know what I can do? I can just go up here and create an enum. Public enum interactable type. I'm just going to say floor button, wall button, right? Because we can have the same object but rotate it 90 degrees, and then those would make sense to spin hit. So let's just call this a jump on, or spin hit. I'm trying to think what other kind of buttons we're going to need. I can only think of these two for now, but ceiling button. Yep. I wonder if my logic works for ceiling buttons. It would, but that would just be a jump. No, because my jump on's going to do raycast down. Maybe we won't have ceiling buttons. We'll figure that out when we get to that, if we need to modify the script. So there's also a weighted switch that you push things onto. Yeah, so that would just that would still fit in how we've coded it. It would just be an object that just goes on top of it. Or light sensitive switches. Huh, it's quite a bit, eh? We'll have to figure this out when we get on the road. For now, we're just going to do the two. And okay, let me just think how we're doing this. I could just create different scripts for whatever type I want. And then create a interface for these different interactables. But I'm going to need mostly all the same things. Like I need all these. Is that an interface works? If I put these variables? No, I need to yeah. I could. Okay, let me try something. This might make it easier for us. Create a C# script over here. Am I in Twitch? No, I don't use Twitch anymore. Interface. Whoops. Interactable. Do it all. If I also want to open up my iKillable because I set it as a interface. There we go. Public interface iKillable. Public interface interactable. Okay, so if I did this, I'm not sure if this will extend how I want it to because it's an interface and not a class. But if I cut these out, put these over here. Yeah, I can't declare types. So instead, if I called this interactable, change this to interactable button. I don't know why I put an underscore. I don't think, yeah, you guys can do underscores, that's cool. And if we just extended interactable, there we go. Then, oh, did I delete my variables here? I did. Let me just undo that for a second. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Okay, let me rewind my own stream and just retype that line, those lines I deleted. Lol, 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 lol. We'll type them over here, though. Public enum stato. This is the beauty of streaming, too. If I make a mistake, I can see my old code. Apagado. P-A-G-A-D-O. Public. Oh, this is an I interactable. Whoops. That's dumb. I'll change it afterwards, but public stato. Funny how I delete all those. Okay, so those are here. Now if I save this and this. Okay, let's actually change all privates here to protected. Oh. There we go. This should still now work with the same stuff. So it's still, wait for it. Oh, it is right there. Stato. Right? Why did this just happen? Okay, wait. I'm confused now. Let's go back to my scripts. Why do I have two? I don't know what I've done. This is interactable lever. This is interactable lever. So we don't need this. Welcome back, Epic Dino. There we go. I want to rename this. Well, I'll do that after. First do this here. Okay, how do I keep making multiples, man? Okay, delete this. We have this one. No. This isn't an interface, but it's a whatever. Create a folder for it. Okay. Okay, so like this. Good. So this extends from the interactable class. We don't need this jump on right here. I wonder if this can be private or if it needs to be, yeah, it needs to be protected. So if you want to have a private variable, but that when that goes through extends, it should be protected. Pretty simple. We can even take all these. Don't need those. So this doesn't even have any variables, it just knows to take all those end ones. Now, I don't know why I did any of this, to be honest. This will just change what happens if you toggle it. I didn't need to do any of that. It's cool that works, but I don't really need to do any of that. I also have another error, really? Yeah, you know what? Let's go back. Is that not what this says? Oh, that's why. Okay. I mean, I guess I don't mind you can spin. Let's get the jumping logic in first. How about that? So, what is our player input? Where is our check below our feet? So we have our check dash, which we haven't finished, which we need to finish. Our do hurt, our spin attack. What I could do is if I.iType, let's make that wait, why did that not show up? Interactable. Aha, I know what to do now. So we will do another enum of interactable type button or floor jump on. Goddamn. Jump on or spin hit. So we can just do that check right here. So if the interaction type is equal to spin hit, and since we're doing the spin attack, do the toggle. Boom. Let's go back here. Put that in there also. Let's change this to jump on, and this will be spin hit. So now if I jump on this one that doesn't have a collider, nothing happens. Should I do movement with transform to translate? No, you should not. If you're working with rigid bodies, you're going to want to add velocity to your object. And if you're working with character controller, you just want to do the move command. So spinning to this no longer does anything. Spinning to this does something. Now I'm noticing this, by default, is going to the impressed stage. So it's going to idle on first, instead of off first. Did I do that also with this? I did. I messed up my logic. I just noticed this now, though. Interesting. So let's change this to be 0. Change this one to be 1. Not equal to 1. Not equal to 0. And that'll be the default state. And we gotta do the same thing now to the lever. So set this to 1, not equal 1. Set this to 0, not equal 0. Oh. That way it matches our code of both being off at the start. Now it's on. I wish I could play copyrighted music and stuff. I'm so tired of listening to the same songs and no copyright sounds. It's driving me insane. What I could do, you know what I could do? Guys, I'm no longer going to stream music for you guys. If I go over here, do you guys hear music still? Let me know. You probably shouldn't hear music. Just, yeah, tell me if you can hear anything. Or is it just me talking? I'm gonna copy this now. Where's our jump logic? Check swimming. Good. So yeah, I'm still playing. Oh my god, that's amazing. I can put on other songs. I'm so happy. That also means I can turn this volume up to. Oh, I'm actually really happy. I don't even know. Yeah, you can probably hear coming from the speaker to my mouse mic, if anything. But, oh my god. Now you have to listen to, like, Can't Be Touched and Despacito. Oh, I'm so happy. So yeah, if you guys want music, just, you know, play music on another tab. Yeah, oh, this... I'm jamming out right now. I know I don't have my camera on, so you guys can't see that. But I am jamming out. Should I turn my camera on? That is the question. My way. My room's kind of dark, though. I wonder if I should use my webcam. Okay, where was I at? Jump logic, right? Is this my jump? Check collision. If raycast down, 3.5. Here we go, right here. Can't be rocked. Alright, hit.transform.tag is equal to interactable. And also, this won't work because this is the else section. So let's just move these to proper order. I could be doing hit.transform.compare tag. Compare tag, which is probably much better. So I'm going to switch it to compare tags. Alright, so let's just debug.log. This worked. Touched, can't be shot, can't be moved. I said the wrong words. So I do have to jump on it. Perfect, but it did work. Okay. I have to actually jump for this to do anything, eh? Oh, because it's starting just below our guy's feet. That's fine. Let's give this thing some colliders now. Put some Tupac. Wait, can you guys still hear it? You shouldn't be able to hear it. Box collider. It's actually funny how America's technically building for the wall on the southern border of Mexico. I think it's hilarious that Americans don't ever like talk about this or even know about it, for that matter. I'm sure it's too quiet for me to get copyright infringement, if anything. But I might turn down one more teeny bit. I'm at 4. Let's go to 2. Wait, do it this way. There we go. Okay, so having colliders here doesn't negatively affect us, which is good. I can't rotate it to match the object, though. That's kind of a shame, but whatever. Let's just copy this for a second. Copy component. Add component as new. And let's just lower... Is it the Y? Nope. Is it the X? Nope. It's the Z. Oh, Fort Minor. Remember the name. Such motivational music. You don't understand. Alright, so we should now be able to jump on this button. Haha! It says this worked. I kind of forgot I didn't code what happens after this works. But this does work. Okay. So. Where is it? Right here. Right here. Let's go back. We can delete all this now. We don't need it. We know we're using the other stuff. So, good. Let's take this. Did I pass it again? I think I did. Yep. There we go. And this needs to be jump on. And wait. That's supposed to be jump on. There we go. Alright, time for a quick round of ad roulette, everybody. Boom. Can I ban Silver One? I've considered it. There we go. Look at that. And I guess I didn't set it to stay ever, did I? No, it's set to sticky. It shouldn't be switching states. Is that what this did? Huh. Something now is causing me grief. Like this one stays. No, it doesn't. It's not staying either. I broke something. Wait, no, that one's specifically set to this, though. That's why. This is sticky. Is it because we're hitting it twice? Like if I jumped on this and then jumped off. Nope. Time's written in his head every time. I don't understand what's happening here. I feel like it's because we're hitting the trigger again. If I were to like be super quick and jump off, it'll stay down. Yeah. Oh, I think I know what this toggleable variable was. Makes it permanent. But that didn't make it permanent. That's supposed to make it permanent. Let's check here. Okay. In my interactable logic, when do we use this is toggleable variable? Never. Good to know. So I didn't code that logic. Essentially, if we're not currently toggling, that's fine. That's the first look we can do. Then we're going to say if our state does not equal our starting state. Actually, it needs to be if it's equal to and is toggleable. Wait, no. If is toggleable or state equals our starting state, then we do all this. Rickert, to turn on raycast, just click gizmos and then you'll see them. So this one down. Now it stayed down, right? Because it's not toggleable. So it's like a permanent button. Okay, Master Knight. Problem is, this doesn't work with our timer then, eh? We gotta fix something. Like, if I did make this toggleable and I set the sticky time to 10, it's going to do this, and then we move, it'll still hit it again and go off. It won't be 10 seconds. I think I can actually fix that real quick. If I did this and also put this, what's this gonna do? So let's count to 10. I'm gonna hit this in the meantime. So I shouldn't be able to hit this again either. Yeah, no, it's not going back. It's not what I wanted. Man, Silver One, I do agree with them. You gotta stop. You're getting close to a timeout. What did I... So our issue is kind of interesting. Because this finished toggling and our player is still in it, when we move our player... I mean, you know, that's fine. When we move our player... when we move our player, it hits the trigger again. Goddamn, man. Goddamn. Never told you. When he moves again, this retoggles. Okay, we need actual logic over here instead. I'm going to do this. If this is equal to jump on, and I dot estado, and we get state does not equal there we go. So that just makes sense for a button, right? If you jump on top of the button, you want to make sure it's not in the on state. That'll fix our problem. So now, if we set this, I'll set it to 2 seconds instead. Like so, I think. Oh, I meant state is equal to. There we go. Down. 1 Mississippi 2. Did that wait 2 seconds? Yeah, see, it's giving us a 2-second delay and then it's going. Good. Hey, I don't think it even needs to be toggleable then. Let's see. Okay, so toggleable is a little bit confusing because it's very similar. Toggleable and sticky are both determining if it stays down. What? Because, I'll just say, is multi-changeable. Is undoable. It's not really toggling it, it's more so like you're able to undo the action. So let's just go here and do this. Yeah, so I looked at my Patreon again, and I once again lost the other $5 supporter, so I'm back down to $3. So just sad life. I'm sure if I did tutorials, I'd get a bunch of people back. Or not back, but new people. Now I'm on this, but it didn't toggle till I got off. That's fine. That makes sense. It's basically you have to jump on it to make it work. That's the logic. I could even shrink down the collider. I don't know if I need to though. Okay. So these need to toggle things. They're going to toggle things in different directions. We got to get this dash finished. I know I got to be right now. Because this needs to like toggle a door or a bridge or any object really. Ow. Alright guys, I'll be back in about 30 seconds. Let's ask my brother a question real quick. I'm back. Hyden, you should do something called Polycast or something. A screencast with a subscription per month with tutorials. Like Netflix for game devs. I'd sign up. A screencast with a subscription per month with is that like a... I'm confused. A subscription per month with tutorials. So you mean sort of like a lynda.com? Well, the reason I'm not getting many followers now, I get very few compared to what I used to, is because I haven't been posting time lapses or tutorials. That don't kill me, only make me stronger.
Are you still streaming?
I know I got to be right now. Yeah, maybe I can set up like a... If I do the tutorial series, maybe make that like a pay monthly for it or whatever. I don't know. But I feel like if I did something like that, I would also want to make like an ebook that goes along with that video collection. Just like extra learning and whatnot. Oh, that's interesting, because this isn't sticky. It goes up after 2 seconds anyways. Sticky and undoable. So if you jump on it, again, it'll come up. It didn't come up. Oh, I don't want to see if it's on the on state. I want to see if it is undoable. I actually now understand why I called it toggleable, so I'm going to go back to that. Isotoners, don't act like I never show you. Oh, once I actually get to modeling, I typically hit like 50 viewers, which is really nice. You guys are just, I don't know, big fans, I suppose, or you like the coding part. Most people don't like watching me code. I've learned this. So here, instead of doing this, we're going to say is toggleable is equal to true. Right? Maybe not. Maybe that gave us the same problem as before. So we jump on it, and is toggleable isn't true, so it doesn't go down. Yeah, that's not right. Okay. If the state isn't on, if the state is... I guess I'm just going to make buttons a permanent thing. Everybody, come take my hand. Move this world together through the storm, whatever weather. Go. Yeah, I'm singing Eminem. My bad. Whoops. Okay. So, we have some buttons. Hello, Fairy. How you doing today? We have some buttons. Now, what we need is... First part is I want to be able to make... oh, you met me just a week ago, eh? Right on. Like, let's say this moving platform if I want this to be header not afraid is controlled by button. How just is controllable. I'll understand what that means. Public bool is alive equals false. Actually, what we should determine is what it controls. No. Override variables. override variables. So these are going to be variables that buttons and levers can modify. Take care, Queen Warrior. Okay, so we're trying to figure out how to make our platform be interactable by this object. And we're going to want these variables to also be affecting doors and stuff like that. We've been down the same road. So in my interactable, let's actually create a list of things that it can change. Right? So we're going to go toggle logic, sticky logic. Let's actually go down here. I want to actually also make this a range between 0 and 10. And do the same thing for this. Just makes it look nicer, so you'll see the difference. Wait for this. Oh, we got an error. Wait, what's the error? How did this get here? Oh, right. I was going to do the next part of the logic. Duh. You may want to look into events and have the platform subscribe to the event. Oh, you mean in the... I'm like events, like in real life, but yeah. Through the storm, whatever weather. What I'm going to do, I think, is have a list of actions here that it can undertake, and a list of things that it's doing the actions to. And then all my things that I want to be interacted by are going to also look at those actions, and their logic is going to be modified by it. So it's a little bit of complex stuff now that I think about it. Let's create affected actions. And in here, we're going to want a system.serializable. We're going to create a public class interactions. I guess I can call it that. And this is going to have a public enum. Where do I want to put this though? Public list of interactions. Give it a lowercase I. We know we're going to want a public game object here. Affected object. And then we're going to want an enum, but I'm actually going to make the enum up here. Public enum. Possible changes, I guess. Turn on, turn off, reverse. Those will be the first three that I can think of right off the top of my head. You know what? We'll do it here. That's fine. Okay, now we can delete this. No more rejoice every time you hear the sound of my voice. Just know that. Actually, we do need the mono behavior. Does this need to be a list of these here? Pretty sure this can go here, like so. I'm gonna call it this, and then let's delete this. There we go. This is what I want. Do I need these? I do need these. I don't need these. There we go. So this means we can actually see it in the inspector, and it's going to have two things: a list of what it can be affecting and what it is, the actual game object that's getting affected. Then over in our interactables, we're creating a list. I don't know why that's white. That's interesting. We're creating a list of interactions. Oh, because it's a list of possible interactions, right? There we go. Calling it interactions, and it's doing this. That way one switch can affect multiple things, and so on. So if we go to our actual lever, if we don't have an error, it will appear down here, and we can say two things. So the first thing we want to affect is we want to turn on some moving platform, right? And then another thing we can say reverse this. So that way one switch can really change up the game instead of just only affecting one thing. I do want to first hit apply, so this goes how it would look. Let's hit apply on this. Is sticky? Yeah, sure. Okay. We'll create even a header here just so we understand interactions. Okay. I wonder if I can give this a range, if this would break. Let's just see what happens. Huh? Huh? What would that do? What if I went to 11? Use range with float or int. Oh, it's basically saying you can't use the range here. I get it. Kind of funny. There we go. So we can make this do like 10 things that we want. Okay. Now I'm noticing this is saying interactions and interactions again. But if I hit apply, this one goes dark. So I'm going to call this list of affected. Just so it's not the same. There we go. Now the next thing I want to do is actually draw a line on gizmos. So we're going to use a gizmo real quick. Okay. So this will be at the bottom. All this is going to do is just show us, I got to change this, but it's just going to show all of the connections that this has in edit mode so we can see what it's doing. You'll see in a second what I mean. So if list of affected count is greater than 0, I mean we actually have one, then we're going to set transform target. Actually, it doesn't need to be this. Just goddamn. Okay, for whoops, list of affected dot count. We're gonna do transform target equals list of affected dot. What do we call it? It's not dot game object. Affected object. Dot transform. Why didn't that work? Oh. So now what I'm doing here is saying, okay, in our list of affected, if we're at 0, go to the first one in that list. Then we get our variable options, so we get affected object to transform. Okay. Then we can just set this gizmos to be blue up here. That's fine. Like so. Alright, so now let's actually give this one object. We're going to tell it to turn on this object. It has the script, right? Good. And as you can see, it now drew a blue line from this to this. So essentially, this in our edit mode is going to show us all the things that this trigger does. We can have a bunch of lines. It's very handy. Lets you know exactly what it's affecting. Okay, so this is going to need some variables. First is on, instead of is moving, is on equals true. So for each waypoints, void do move, fixed update. Okay, if is on, do all that, right? Toggle on. I think that's what it should say. Man, I'm starving. Guys, I think I'm actually going to end my stream for a bit. I'll probably come back on later on in the day. But I am going to end it here. I'm going to go eat some food. So, thank you guys for watching. As always, F and me, you've been you. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Take care, everybody.